Hi guys, my name is Nonima Tigela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to talk about the Senzo Meyiwa case, and guess what? The witness, Miss XS, was set to appear at the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial. Turned out to be Sifiso Gwabini Zungu, and defense lawyer advocate Mnisi is taking him through the statement of Sizwe Zungu. And Gwabini's response to everything is that Constable Sizwe Zungu is telling lies. He is a liar. That's the breaking update that we had for the Blue Monday. Okay, Miss XX revealed as Sifiso Gwabini Zungu. The mystery witness, Miss XX, has been unmasked. It is Sifiso Gwabini Zungu, and things have escalated fast inside the courtroom. As soon as Advocate Mnisi began taking him through Sizwe Zungu's statement, Gwabini made his position crystal clear. Sizwe Zungu is telling lies. He is a liar. And he repeated this response point after point the entire day, if you ask me. Why is this exclusive? One, direct contradiction of a key state witness. Sizwe Zungu is one of the state's most crucial narrative builders. If Gwabini says every major claim is a lie, that undercuts the state's version of events or whatever at its core. Okay. Secondly, a credibility collapse in real time. The defense is doing precisely what they predicted: expose internal contradictions between state witnesses. If Gwabini insists Sizwe fabricated the alleged October 26th gathering, the presence of the accused person, the supposed conversations, the alleged confessions, then the state now has two Zungu contradicting each other under oath. In fact, three. Number three, a major boost for the defense narrative. The defense has always argued fabricated statements, coached or manipulated witnesses, unreliable police-built narratives. Gwabini saying he is lying fits squarely into that defense strategy. Number four, judge now forced to reassess the reliability of Sizwe Zungu. Because when two state-linked witnesses give opposite versions, the court must decide which one is credible, which one had motive to lie, who has supporting evidence behind their version. Right now, Gwabini's I wasn't even there stance is a cleaner, simpler, more defensible story. Oh my God. I said this on my other video. Right now, Gwabini, I wasn't even there stance is a clear, simpler, more defensible story. What does this mean going forward? If Gwabini was not in, perhaps he was in Gauteng, perhaps he was not, was not in Gauteng, did not attend the alleged gathering, did not witness the accused that night, and insist Sizwe's version is fiction, then the entire October 26 narrative collapses. That narrative is the backbone of the alleged conspiracy. Remove it and the state's theory falls apart. Guys. So what does this also mean? It means on the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial, we just witnessed an explosive twist. We witnessed an explosive twist. The mystery witness known or that was known as only Miss XX, finally unmasked as Gwabini, right? And guess what did he do when he entered the courtroom, Sifiso Gwabini Zungu? And from the moment advocates started taking him through the statement, Gwabini did not hesitate, didn't wobble, didn't soften his word. He said straight, Sizwe Zungu is lying. He is a liar. And he repeated it over and over and over. And that was a very catastrophic for the state, guys. And that one completely shifts the momentum of the trial, because what on earth is this? One of the other things that I need to mention, who is Sifiso Gwabini Zungu? Sifiso Gwabini Zungu is directly related to the Zungu family and was expected to either confirm or align with Sizwe Zungu's narrative. Instead, he did the opposite. He told the court he didn't attend any gathering on the 26th of October 2014. He wasn't even in Gauteng at the time. And every major allegation made by Sizwe is false. This means that this means that the state has two individuals from the same circle giving opposite stories. And that spells trouble for the state case. Okay? And let's go through Mnisi's cross-examination masterclass. Advocate Mnisi didn't waste time. He pulled out Sizwe Zungu's statement and went line by line. Each time he read a claim, Gwabini gave exact same response. He is lying. That never happened. I was not even there. You could feel the tension in the courtroom. Mnisi's strategy was clear: expose the inconsistencies, let the witness destroy Sizwe's credibility for him, and it worked. Oh, it worked, Sanalam. It worked. Why is this a disaster for the state? Let's be honest, the state's entire theory relies heavily on Sizwe Zungu's testimony. He's the one who claimed there was a big gathering. All the accused were present. Confessions were made. Guns were shown. Plans were discussed. But now Gwabini says, I wasn't there and Sizwe made it up. If Gwabini wasn't even there, if the gathering never happened, if Sizwe's details crumble, then the prosecution loses one of its most important pillars. And once a pillar collapses, the whole structure becomes unstable. Now, this one, defense momentum skyrockets at this point because what? The defense has been saying since day one that statements were fabricated. I remember they need to have, they used to field on this. Witnesses were manipulated. Police built a false narrative. Now, were the ones that were on this the most. Even Mnisi at some point, were brutal on that. Now they have a witness from the same family saying exactly that. This isn't just contradiction. This is devastating confirmation of the defense theory. And advocate Mnisi made sure the court heard every word. Where does this leave Judge Urata? Judge Urata Mukwatleng now faces a tough reality. Two witnesses, two Zungus, two completely opposing versions. In fact, three witnesses, three Zungus, three completely, two against one, completely opposing versions. Two versions are together, one Sizwe Zungu is alone. The question becomes, who has more motive to lie? Who has supportive evidence? Who is more consistent? Right now, Gwabini's version is simpler, cleaner, and less dramatic. That matters a lot. Okay? The unmasking of Miss XX has become one of the most explosive moments in this trial. Gwabini didn't just testify, he attacked the credibility of the state's key witness. The trial just took a massive turn, and we are going to break down every moment as it unfolds this week. This week, we are going to break down every moment. The trial just took a massive turn, and we are going to break down every moment as it unfolds. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates because it's about to go down. It is about to go down, and it is going down not very nice. Not for us, for the state. For the state. You know, we don't have issues. We don't have issues at all. We literally don't have issues in Danam. It's so fulfilling, I must say. It's so fulfilling, I must say. Anyway, what are your thoughts when it comes to this? Let's talk with comment section. Thank you so much. Drop those comments. Please make that video go viral, okay? Down there in the comment section. Bye-bye.